James Elliott plays Rip, and Kristen Chenoweth plays his wife,
sure she's a
Charlene,
chick.
on GCB.
Played golf with Uncle Burl, did you? Mention my condos.
It's not going to work out. Condos are staying in Mexico.
I thought we were on the same side.
Now, kid, don't be like this.
How could you not fight for me, Rip?
Kid, I know you're disappointed. The three highly accomplished businessmen have taken a close look at this situation, and we know this is the way to go. Now, pick yourself up. All right? Because I'm going to need all your support if I'm going to win this barbecue competition.
So if you were 5'11", would you have gotten this job?
No.
You did that to Kristen when
I
she
did,
came in.
I
He
did,
picked
I
her up
did,
and carried her
I
in here.
did.
Nice
I
to
felt
see you.
Nice to see you.
How are you doing?
You know,
I'm good.
Have a seat right here.
Kristen is one of our favorite people on the planet, so whatever you have to say. Do you want to change our opinion on that? Or?
No.
All right.
She's nasty.
She's
Insensitive.
You know, the little people are like that.
I know that. I know the song. I have the record.
Would you say that to her face? I bet you would.
Now, is she as much fun to work with as she is when she
She's a
comes
real
in?
pro, you know, and she's the hardest working woman in show business. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, she never stops. She's
Does she
not,
break
she's
out
not
in
doing
song?
That and, oh, yeah, constantly, yeah, right.
Now, is there a thing in your lifetime contract in the business that you can only work on shows with letters for the name?
Yeah, right. Oh, they're all acronyms, right?
J.G., J,
Right. I hadn't
GCB. What is
seen
that?
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know. At least I'm working. That's all I care about.
Well, we used to tell when you were doing JAG, that show, you did that for a decade.
10 years, yeah.
10 years. And I used to say it's one of those shows where the ratings were enormous and yet people weren't bubbling over about it. I
It
never
wasn't
understood
a Hollywood darling.
It was
for some reason.
it was an American.
But they loved it in America. They loved it.
Isn't
People
that kind of
loved it.
nice, though? Because you still get the same fame and paycheck, and you don't have to deal
I
with
like
tabloids.
it. Yeah. And that was just, I look at what some people have to go through to earn a living. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. No,
So you
but I
don't- you
never
don't-
had that. I'm the guy that, no, you're the guy.
What
What guy are you?
Didn't you? You
That
played
guy,
basketball
yeah.
with
Well,
me.
I get that a lot.
exactly,
Yeah, then I know
I
him.
know you. And then you say, well, I'm David James Elliott. And they say, no, you're not. You're the guy who...
Or, yeah. Or they go, I don't know that show. No.
They know you if you take your shirt off, because I Googled you today to do a little research, and I didn't Google you shirtless. I just Googled your name, and what
There's a
came
lot
up?
of shirts on. Yeah, a lot of the shirt coming off a lot. So, Steve, do you have to take your shirt off a lot?
Oh, that's how I got the job.
But he hasn't taken it off since.
You have notes for what here?
I got notes because I want to talk to you about A Better LA's event on March 3rd called In the Art of the City. You know what
Okay.
Better LA is? It was Pete Carroll started
I remember that.
it's a foundation,
And
a
then he
charity
went to,
that
then he went to Seattle.
Then he
right?
went to Seattle,
That's
but
what Better Seattle.
he's got a Better Seattle too, but
Okay.
he's still really passionate about this, and he lives in LA. This is his home. I spent yesterday all day in Watts talking to interventionists that are employed by Better LA, and what they do is they stem gang violence. They intervene. They're ex-gang members, guys who have had an epiphany, and they are constantly keeping. There's a ceasefire at the moment. You know, I mean, when the last ceasefire broke, 17 people died in 3 days. There's been over 15,000 deaths from gang violence in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles. And it used to be one of the most undercovered things going on.
Yeah,
in this
and
town.
they still kind of feel that way.
It's
really,
not, but it's not as bad now.
No, it's working. The ceasefire is working. It's working because of organizations like Pete Carroll's. They also they fund a lot of grassroots things. One of them is a thing called Safe Passage, because they discovered that children in the inner city, in the troubled areas of the inner city, have PST rates as high as children in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Post-traumatic stress.
Yeah, so they go to school, they can't learn, because all they're worried about is how I'm going to get home without getting confronted, or hurt, shot, killed. I heard somebody say yesterday at a council meeting that there is not one person living in Watts that has not lost a loved one to gang violence. I mean, I spoke to people that lost 2 children. One woman yesterday we spent time with lost 2 of her boys in 52 days.
Oh, God.
I mean, you know, and they still believe in their community, and they're working their butts off.
And these kids get escorted home from
They
school?
get escorted to, well, they provide a safe area. They have guys that they call it a no fire zone, right? And so they put security out so the children can walk to and from school, and the really troubled kids, they will actually pick them up and take them home. And
And when-
this
when-
stuff works, so it's really. And before I forget, I
Sure,
just want to say, March
sure.
3rd, if you go to abetterla.org, tickets are on sale. It's a celebration of the culture of LA. We have local artists, like some really high-end
May
artists.
3rd, let me correct. May 3rd.
May 3rd.
Oh,
Oh,
I think you said March.
March.
May
Okay,
3rd.
thank you.
Okay.
May 3rd.
Yeah.
So anyway, and there's an after party. Tickets are $80 and $40 for students, but the alcohol is free. And there's 5 hot DJs. Who do we got? DJ Adam 12, DJ Rashida. Sharon Stone is running the auction. Cheech Marin is our host. We have
what's
Andy
your
Vargas
girlfriend's?
from
What,
Santana.
Regina
Let me
King.
go.
And the
Regina's
Inner City
involved.
Choir.
Did you
Choir is
say
gonna
Regina
be
King
there?
is going to be there?
No. No, I didn't.
Regina
Rashida.
King?
Did you make that?
No, DJ Rashida.
Oh,
Okay.
no,
You see,
she's not gonna
see
go.
what you
She could be there if you'll come.
But I'll tell you something. You got Sharon Stone doing an auction. That is worth the price of admission when she does an auction. Have you ever
Exactly.
seen her do an auction?
No, I can't
She
wait.
gets very friendly. You spend
Yeah.
a little money, she'll
Yeah.
come sit in your lap.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Perfect.
You'll be bidding. You'll see. You'll see. Okay. A little bit about the show.
All right, the
You-
show, 10
yes.
o'clock Sunday nights on ABC.
Well, good. You looked at me like you didn't know what
Yeah,
show I
well,
was talking about.
you caught me off guard.
Does Kristen Chenoweth demand that you take your shirt off?
All the guys take their shirts off.
You're not alone.
They didn't. Yeah, I'm not alone. Thank
Hey,
you.
hey, hey, Regina King, right next to your name on the
Okay,
invite.
Regina King is there. Good
Steve
job.
can go.
All right, can you be there now, Steve?
David Smith, thank you for being with
That's
us.
right. Kim Lewicki's on that list too. Bob Hoff, Forrest Whitaker is the host. Thank you guys. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks
Can
for
you be
having me
wearing a
again.
shirt at the event?
Mary Jane's
I'm
Elliott.
shirtless at the event if you'll come.
Oh, Sharon will auction that off. She will auction off the
At
little belly.
FoxLA.com, it's all there. Thank you so much. And coming up, Claire Mukherjee is going to be with us with a preview of an LA-based clothing line called